welcome back to the Let's Address It podcast, season 2, the home edition. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a good one. I have a firecracker. I have a beautiful girl. I have a Baltimore native. I have one of the most controversial girls in the scene. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Lucy May.
How are ya?
Hi, my girl.
How are you? How are ya? Oh, you know what? I'm grown and I'm loaded right now. How are you?
Mwah. Okay, so we're gonna get into some things.
What?
Go take your purse off, get comfortable.
What about my product bag? But no, got not a bag. A bitch never even seen a designer tag.
So, my girl, we're gonna get into some things. Okay, so we're gonna get into some things, okay? First and foremost, can you let the viewers know what's...
Do not disturb.
Yeah, put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Ladies and gentlemen, listen. She said she was about to get into some things. So let's address it. Let the viewers know what city was you born, what city and state was you born in?
So I am from Baltimore, Maryland, West Baltimore, of course. That's on my birth certificate. I am about to be 31 now, so I've been a part of Ballroom 16 years, so about to be 16, 15,
Oh, we ain't got the Ballroom yet.
Uh-oh.
I want to know
I'm
more
sorry.
about your upper... You
Oh.
know, everybody know... Okay, everybody know Lucy, everybody know Lou Pop, but the people don't really know your origins, so I want to,
Okay, so...
How many siblings do you have?
Yeah, so I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I am, on my mother's side, I am I want to say the 4th of 6, and on my father's side, I'm the 3rd of 7.
Oh, so that's a pretty big thing. Now,
Yeah, so
now is
I got
all of y'all
brothers
pretty,
and
like, close-knit?
So, okay, so 4 of us have the same mother and father.
Okay.
My little brother and 2 of my sisters, we all got the same mother, same father. My oldest brother, we have like a big age gap. Like, I think he about to be 50 this year, I think, something like that. So he was like 16 when I was born or something like that. So we never really had like a relationship. I got a sister that's like 11 years older than me. We have a good relationship. And then on my father's side, I have an additional two more brothers. One of them he's like 35 maybe, something like that. And then I got another brother he's my stepbrother, but he's still kind of like my brother. He's 2 years older. He's the same age as my sister. And then I have 2 more little sisters.
Now, do all of y'all pretty much get along?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. And 3 of us are in in the life.
Really?
Yeah, so I have 2 gay sisters.
Your sisters is gay?
Yeah.
But not none of the boys?
No.
No. Okay.
Well,
Tell me what it's
maybe.
like. Tell me what it's like growing up in Baltimore. Was it rough for you?
I feel like in itself, Baltimore is like a rough city, but I'm from there, so I know
How to
the
navigate.
ins and outs, how to navigate and stuff like that. So, growing up for me, I grew up in poverty, of course. Both my parents did drugs and stuff like that. So, I didn't grow up with like in a 2-parent household and with stability and stuff like that. Like, it was just like a lot going on, like when I growing up. Like I said, my mother had a lot of kids or whatever kids maybe, but one thing my mother always made sure was that we were good and that we was not in like foster care or nothing like that. Like my mother did what she
Had to do, no matter what the circumstances
and
was.
the crazy thing about that is I didn't really realize that until I got older. Like, when I just like recap my life and like a lot of stuff that I've been through, and I just be like, my mother, she tried. Like, she was trying her hardest to do whatever it is what she had to do for us to be, to become who we are.
And not be in the system.
Yeah, and I'm appreciative of that. Like, growing up, I wasn't really appreciative because I didn't really understand it. I'm just like, why is my life like this? And I would have preferred it to be another way, but it wasn't. But it was like, once I got older and I was able to create my own lane and start my own individual life away from, my family, it was just like, I look back and be like, my mother was really trying. Like, she was trying.
Well, that's pretty dope. That's really, really dope. So at what age did you start transitioning, like started putting the hair on and
Okay, so I always knew I wanted to be a girl. I'm not gonna say I knew I was trans at this age because I didn't know what the fucking trans was. I didn't know that was a thing. I just knew I wanted to be a girl. Like, my whole family knew that that's what the path that I was sitting down. Like, when I was younger and stuff, when I used to get into my cousin stuff, they used to, oh, you little faggy this, little faggy that, gay this, gay that, this and that. we used to fight a lot because, they used to try to, how it is the gay person try to bully, and that's how I actually learned how to fight because I had to fight my cousins a lot, had to fight people around my way. Because then I had like a little brother that I also had to protect, and a little sister, and, it was just like that. So it's like I had to, develop that kind of.
You be a small person. You really know how to move around. You really know how to. Look, we're gonna get into some things, y'all, because she told me that nothing was off limits. Nothing was.
I had to learn.
You had to learn.
I had to learn.
I think that's for most trans girls, but yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people, if you don't learn, and people will continue to play with you, and that's one thing I learned early on.
Or you go sit down. Sorry.
If you don't kind of like put a stop to it, they're going to kind of keep it going. So yeah, I had to. I knew I always wanted to be a girl. I knew that for a fact. Like, I always was hanging with my sisters, my girl cousins, and stuff like that. I never really.
Go sit down! Sorry, you guys. My dog is going crazy right now.
Check out my breed. Shout out to my
They
breed.
look cute. Who did it?
My girl Deja in Philadelphia. She told me.
Shout out to Deja. Deja, you did your one.
You ate that.
So listen, when you start.
I'm sorry.
So when you start really transitioning, did it take you a while to grow into your look?
Yeah, for sure.
It did?
Yeah, and it took me a while to be comfortable.
Okay.
10 years ago, I would never be walking around with no fucking situation in my head.
You got pictures?
Yeah, I can show y'all.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to go ahead and throw that up in the mix, y'all. This time I'm for real. If she send me pictures, I'm gonna make sure I throw them up.
I'm gonna say I always got my pictures. I no shame my evolution. I love for people to see the evolution and be like, okay, because like I said, at one point, so many people was against me when I first transitioned because I transitioned in the scene, and I was who I was when I transitioned. Like I wasn't just like somebody that's behind the scenes, just like, oh, transition. Like no, bitch, I was Butch Queen, Vogue Femme Extraordinaire, Smiley Prodigy, whatever house.
Wait. Was she Butch Queen Extraordinaire, or was it just the Butch Queen? Like
I was one of them ones.
You was one of them.
I was one of them ones, and it really takes a lot for the girls to become one of them ones, especially in performance, because there's so many people that vote. Like in order to become one of them ones, it's like it's a special, kind of spark in you or whatever. But we gonna get into that. But
so listen, when you was doing your Butch Queen
transition part.
Oh, okay.
We skipped the transition.
Because you
I know. We gonna girl. Like I have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, like
girl. Okay,
we're gonna give her full time.
Rewind real quick, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all right. So
I always knew I wanted to be a girl. I knew that for a fact. I knew that was what I wanted to do. I didn't know that was possible, but I was just like, I knew I wanted to be a girl. Like, when I was younger, like, in kindergarten, had, like, this boy named Demetrius. We used to hunt in, like, kindergarten, whatever kiss me. I always think about him all the time. Like, damn, I wanted Demetrius guy. Like, I just be thinking about, like, just wondering where he been. Like, I had, like, I was in first grade. Boys who I used to go in the bathroom with them, like, so we look at their butts and stuff while they using the shot, stuff like that. Like I said, we was all in the first grade, so like, I never had an attraction to girls. I knew for a fact I was strictly dickly at a young age. I would say my first time seeing a trans person, we're going to call it transcription. My first time seeing a transcription, because it's going to be easier to say, instead of keep saying trans woman. Trans women sound like a superhero.
I don't like that either.
I don't like trans women. Trans woman! Yeah. No, we're not doing that. We're going to do transcription. The first time I seen a transcription, I was in like the 5th grade, I want to say. The 5th grade, whatever, kiss me, have you. And around my way, the gay boys around my way was fighting, them. And the gay boys around my way just so happened to be Muck. Muck. But this is before he was my father. So they was fighting, them, and he wound up putting her in the trash can. But I remember just looking at her, and I was just like, oh my God. I knew, because she wasn't really like a passable girl, but it was like, oh my God, you can do that? Like, bitch, you can do that? Like, oh my God, it's possible. So my first time ever getting in drugs was Halloween 2007 when I was 13. That was my first time ever getting in drugs.
And you never got out?
No, I got out. So I'm explaining to you how it happened. So my first time getting in drugs, I was at my cousin Shakira's house. She was like one of the cunts that was always real prissy. Hair, makeup, outfit, just always just cared about her appearance. And like I always admired that about her. Like I always lived for that about her. Like so she was one of those girls that was always put together. So this one time she was getting dressed on Halloween. I was like, can you make me up, whatever? She was like, you do not want to be dressed up. I was like, I do. Like, it was already in my mind. I wanted to do it. So, she got some tracks, and she, like, wrapped them around my head, and then she put, like, a scarf on. Like, the little Aaliyah look, like, the scarf on it, and then kind of, like, curled it up, so it was giving, like, scarf with, like, curl. She gave me, like, a little bustier, one of her bustiers, and then she gave me, like, some of her jeans, and then she gave me, like, her little cowgirl boots or whatever. And, bitch, she sent me out the door. And then when I walked outside, bitch, the cars, beep, beep, honk, honk. yo. Then all this commotion started happening.
That's typically how
it was at that moment I knew
that this was
for me. I knew this was my life. I was like, I knew this was my life. But like I said, at this time I'm only 13.
Okay.
So then the next time I did it was the next Halloween or whatever. And then by the time I was in like the 8th grade, I was just doing it. Whenever I got money, I was going to the beauty supply, buying my tracks. I was my little brother would let me like make my wigs on his head. I was making my
really?
me and my little brother like we was always been close because we used to live with my father together at some point. So yeah, like me and my little brother always been close. So he was letting me make my wigs on his head. So at that point, I was just doing it just like whenever I wanted to do it. And my mother used to be like, she used to say like little stuff like take that fucking hair out, da da. But the type of mother I had, she wasn't really like a strict mother. She was very lenient with us. Like I said, my mother, you know, she had her problem stuff going on. So, I mean, her situation. So it was like, growing up, we could pretty much just do whatever the fuck you wanted to do. And that's what my aunts and stuff used to say, like, y'all, and let them do whatever. My mother named Anna. Shout out to my mother. So my aunt used to be like, y'all let them do whatever they want to do this and the third. So by the time my mother was telling me that she didn't want me to get in drags and she was telling me to take my hair, I'm looking at her like, girl,
It's too late now.
like, girl, girl, I'm not bothering you. Like, I'm not bothering you, girl. This is my money. Like, it's not, like, I'm not hurting nobody. Like, just, you know, whatever the case may be. So then I started getting dreads. But, like I said, at the time, Mook, he didn't want me to be a girl or whatever. He used to see me young and getting in dreads and stuff, and he used to, like, try to, like, chase me home and, like, make me peel out. Because he was like, you're not about to be no fucking, you know, dragging. That's what they were saying in Baltimore. That's what we would call them, the transcriptions. Dragons. He was like, you're not about to be no fucking dragging. Mook used to chase me home all the time, like, because he didn't want me to be a girl. And this was, like, right before I started really, like, being his child. So, then, it was a point where I kind of, like, not really stopped getting in drags, but it just wasn't really, like, something that I knew I wanted to do it. Because I even went to school one time to drags. Like, I didn't take the commute there, but I brought my wig and my book bag. And when I got there, I put it on. And then, like, one of my teachers, Miss Sensen, shout out to Miss Sensen, because she probably gonna see the end of y'all on Miss Sensen. We still, like, have a really good relationship to this day. She basically put into the times, like, you need to take that off because, not because I don't want you to be yourself, but because you know how it is, how they feel about you at the school. Like, I was like a class clown, but I was also the most intelligent class clown. Like, I used to get all my work done and then kind of like...
Then clown.
And then like they said I was disrupt the class, but it was just like, they wanted me ahead because I was just so advanced for the classes that I was in. It was just like, I got bored fast. Baby, I'm done my work in 10 minutes. I want a key. Yeah. I'm done people down, baby, what's up? And you know, like, it was like, when my friends used to come to class, they used to all get their chairs and pull them up around me. It was just like, everybody knew I was a social butterfly.
You was the popular.
I just couldn't help it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it kind of reflects to this day. Like, a lot of people just gravitate towards me just because it's just me. Like, that comes from within. Mm-hmm. And that's not something that I brought. It's not something that I made, that I put makeup on it. It's not something that I put in my head. Mm-hmm. It literally just came
It's natural.
From within.
Yeah.
It's just
people gravitate towards that. What's your sign?
Taurus.
She's a Taurus, everyone.
Yeah,
what month is Taurus? I don't know.
May.
May.
April or May.
April and May.
April 20th to May 20th.
April 20th to May 20th. Okay, we go. Okay,
yeah,
girl, I ain't gotta give you the cue to go. You okay? So she pretty much lead the
Yeah.
conversation. I'm gonna just let her. I'm gonna let her do. I'm gonna let her cook. So, go ahead.
The transition came about. So like I said, then I joined the ballroom scene. Like I was 14 when I joined the ballroom scene because I was in high school at this point. This one time, Mook was riding past me. I was on my way home from school, and Mook was riding past me. Like, "We about to go?" I was like, "I'm about to go home." He was like, "All right, I'm gonna drop you off, whatever." They went to go get some weed, and we was just smoking. We was talking. Like I said, I've grown up a little bit from this point. Like I'm not the same 12, little 13. You know, F word running around the streets. Like I'm growing up and developing a coof about myself, kind of. So we was talking, but I would kiss me heavy, and then he was like, I asked him, I always wanted to go to a ball. I used to ask him all the time, can you please take me to a ball? He's like, no, you're too young, you're too young. I was like 11 or 12. And
okay, got it.
Can you take me to balls? Because I've been out of the closet for a long time. So I was always asking, like, you take me to balls? He'd always be like, no, you're too young, you're too young, you're too young. I took me to a ball. And then when I started coming out around him as my father, he is the one that kind of like put the heart on the me transitioning. Because he basically, and it's not that it was a bad thing, but basically when I came under him, it was giving like, no, you need to change all this up. Like, all them clothes you wearing, no. All of the colorful pants and all that, no. He wanted my image to be more boyish. Why? Because he was preparing me for the ballroom scene.
Got it.
And I didn't understand that at the time, but like I said, these are all things I look back on. Like now I look at it and say, oh, he was preparing me for the scene because that's what the scenes live for. Somebody boyish, regular, not too flamboyant, not too that. So he was trying to prepare me and get me in that kind of what you call it. And that's when the whole Swine Cake came out. I just come through my fitted cats and stuff like that. That was all the doings of Mook, and I just kind of like just built on top of that. But he was the one that kind of like started that. And
what was your first house?
Ebony.
Ebony. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. This is on the topic, but like, who was the first femme queen that you seen? That you knew. That's like their name. Like
That jaw dropped me.
yeah.
Tanera.
Tanera. Was.
Revlon.
Oh, she a Revlon?
Tanera, but the end, the light one.
The light
Right,
I know.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was 13. I was at Pride.
Oh, so you didn't know nothing about the Ayanas, like the Sandy Dior's, the Sabrinas. No, you didn't.
No, I didn't meet them until I came into the scene.
Okay, got it. Go ahead.
I saw her at Pride. Like the year I came out of the closet, I had with the Pride. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I saw the girls down there, whatever, Kiss Me Heavy, and Pride is in October. Her birthday is in October. I still remember all the stuff because I was so obsessed with this girl. Like I was like,
really?
What? Deborah was like God to me. Like,
have you ever told her this?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
so spoke on?
Yeah,
okay.
like yeah. So
shout out to Tanera. She's still a Revlon. Is she what's now? I thought right.
No. I don't know what house she in, but shout out to Tanera.
Shout out to Tanera. Baltimore's the fish patties.
Yes.
But go ahead.
Especially when I first saw her. Like I said, prior to that, I've only seen older trans people that transcriptions that I could tell, and then I saw the one. So she came up to me.
Listen, this transcriptions is taking me out.
She came up to me. She handed me a flyer to her ball, and I was like, "You coming to my ball?" She always had this little voice like, "You coming to my ball?" So I looked at it, and I went back to look, and I was like, "I know girls can have balls." He was like, "Give me that." He looked at it. He was like. He said, what I said on camera.
That's one of the girls. That's what,
Yeah, basically, essentially, that's one of the girls. And when he told me that, I looked over there and was like, and the whole night.
Yeah, that's how it be.
Because
she was trying to get it.
Yeah, she had on like this leather jacket. She had like the side part where her hair, because to me, a real mug is just mugged out. Mm-hmm. Like, dimple, side part. These like little high-waisted like boots kind of, I think, and like these little booty shorts. And the whole night, I'm just like, wow. Like she was like my obsession. She was like.
That's how it typically be when you a kitten and you finally see one of the ones that one of the ones that can have a conversation with you. You have no clue, and then when they tell you, you be like, no, it ain't no way. So now when you staring at them, you trying to get it, but you still can get it.
I was just amazed, and it was just more like I never knew like one could be so pretty. Like like I said, I was 13 at the time. So she probably was like 17 or 18, like young, fresh. Young. So it was just like, wow, like oh my fucking God. And then of course as time progressed, I started seeing, more and more and more and more and more and more. Then I saw Sabrina and stuff like that, and those girls and stuff like that, and I was just like, wow. And still even with them I was just like, wow, like
have any of the girls like I know you said to fight a lot during your Oi Baga days, and that was during your come up. Once you got into the scene, because I know it's a different, like, how first when you joined the scene, it seemed so innocent, everybody like all one knit.
Oh yeah.
At what point did it get to be like, when you started transitioning? At what point did you get to see the jealousy, like the evil side?
The first, like I would say, my first year.
Your first year.
It didn't take long for me to
yeah, don't take long.
It didn't take long for me to at all. So it started, like I said, when I first transitioned. If y'all was there and people that was there now, like when LUCILLE May came in the building, it was just like I came. Bitch with a flag and stamped it on the ground. Bitch, I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm LUCILLE May. How are you? How are your kisses? This and the third. I knew I was that bitch when Sanaya was blowing kisses. That's when I knew it was that. But I felt like when that was the most confident I've ever been in my life when I first transitioned. That was the most confident I've ever been in my life. Like you couldn't tell me nothing. Like I'm talking about straight out the camera roll. Bitch, what's up? Cut. Give it.
Yeah.
The worst thing I feel like I could have ever did was let the people get in my head.
I swear I was about to
say start telling me, oh, you need to do this. You should do that. You should go get your nose done. You should go do this. You should go get a facial cream. You should go do this. To the point where they started doing it so much and started telling me this ideal femme queen transcription they wanted me to be. I started to see myself differently.
Right. I see. Okay. Break that down to. Cause you got what's your fan base now?
The Maysayers and the Paparazzi. So my Maysayers are like my original, supporters from who was there from the Hawaii and LUCILLE May, And the Paparazzi who came when I took on like my new social media platform, the media takes out the paparazzi and all that stuff. Yeah, the paparazzi.
So tell your fan base because you have a lot of people. As a matter of fact, how many followers do you have on Instagram? It's up in the.
I deleted it. Not deleted. I'm sorry, my Instagram got deleted. I'm on like my 4th Instagram now. So right now I only got like 2,000 followers because my Instagram keeps getting.
Wow, but you was at
like 90. It was 105. My Instagram first got deleted. It was 105.
Yeah, I remember you was.
I've been all over the blogs and before these. Girls, this and the third. I just been over the blog just for being myself, and I never had to do nothing that I did with being messy.
Give it to them. But okay, so listen, she has a very big following. So she has a fan base, her original fan base, you guys. Which and then she got a newer fan base, the paparazzi. Shout out to the paparazzis.
I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all.
So tell them like how it felt like when you transitioned and like at first, and then everything was peaches and cream until then your first year you got to see how. No, that's not what we was on. We was on the fact that when you first started out,
they actually went hand in hand. They went hand in hand. So in my first year, so basically, like I said, I started. Okay, so first I'm gonna say I started seeing like people was weird when I started like all the trans women that I was cool with, stuff like that. I didn't really talk to them in that whatchamacallit. Like it was some girls that reached out to me during that time, I remember like certain girls like reached out to me. One guy I remember for sure that reached out to me when I first transitioned was Tiffany Monroe. I remember Tiffany Monroe.
Really?
Yeah, when I first
shout out to Tiffany. Shout out to my niece. I love you, niece. Really?
Yeah, when I first transitioned, like Tiffany Monroe was one of the girls that reached out to me and sent me her well wishes and
that's decent. She always been a real one.
I love that bitch. Mm-hmm. I love that Tiffany girl. She know that. I love that Tiffany. And being as though so many people was against me, the only two girls at that time that I can honestly say was really in my corner when I like first transitioned was Tamaya and Paris.
Tamaya. The queen. And Paris.
They passed away.
Paris.
Okay. That's old, my sister. Those were the only two girls I would say like in the beginning when everybody was trying to like come at me. Oh, you still this? You doing this so you can walk Drake's performance? Like people thought I was doing this so I could walk Drake's performance. Bitch, I never even walked Drake's performance. I think I walked Drake's performance one time, and it was only because I had just gotten Drake's that day, and there was a ball coming up, and I wanted to go get my hormones, bitch. Which I did. I won the ball and go bought hormones, but bitch, that's the only time I ever walked Drake's performance. Like, but so many people didn't know the history of me getting the Drake's and why I stopped getting the Drake's was because of who I was around, and because they tried to like get it out of me, but it was just like, bitch, it was there. I went to Six Flags with Brandy one day. Shout out to Brandy from Baltimore.
Brandy, she got the hair still on her. Shout out Brandy, that's my girl.
We went to Six Flags. Me and Brandy used to be like real close, and this one time she asked me that I want to go to Six Flags, and I didn't have nothing to wear, and my face was shaved because at this time like I was, in
and out, like in between gags and
that, but it was more so like I was like. So I had just around this time I was like freshly out of dating Katrina. Like me and Katrina had just like kind of got finished dating. So I was kind of
what Katrina?
Here comes the hurricane, bitch.
Wait a minute. Mm-hmm. So you were still an oi baba, or was you like?
No, I was pre-transition when I was dating.
Ooh, Katrina. Oh.
Yeah. So
go ahead. What was that like?
It was cool. Katrina is such a.
Was she Katrina then?
Yeah, she was Katrina. Yeah, she was still Katrina.
But she was
baby
club.
Katrina.
I mean, Breakfast Club Katrina.
Not really a little bit past the Breakfast Club.
From Queen Frenzy Katrina.
From Queen Frenzy. Okay. Mountain Titty Katrina.
Okay.
So that was actually like it wasn't like that was
bitch, please get to come on, give it to me, girl.
That was the first trans girl I felt like I've ever talked to was Katrina. And
did y'all have sex? Bitch, you said you. Listen, I need Lupac now. I done put Lucille up. I need Lupac. Y'all had sex? Girls, this shit you said. Y'all had sex?
We did as lovers did.
Oh,
and we just gonna leave it.
Oh, Katrina. Go ahead.
I was fresh out dating her, and like I said, when she used to.
Well, wait, hold on. Was this your first girl that you ever talked? Or was it more after that?
It was. Yeah, I talked to.
What was the other two?
This is about to be a key. Tanera.
Really? The one that you... Come here, bitch. The one that you...
Yo, like, I just be doing shit. I just
be doing shit.
And Kayla.
Oh, Kayla West. I like her. She pretty. That's the one that used to go with Oregon, right?
Yeah,
I like her. That's my girl.
Yeah.
So go ahead, finish your story, baby. This is gonna be a good one.
So me and Katrina, I was fresh out dating her, and she used to, when they used to come to work, I was just like observing them working and stuff like that. So I wound up trying to do it so I can, spring break. I tried to get, a couple, little, whatever. So by this point, I had, 1, 2, 3. So when Brandy asked me to go to Six Flags, my face was shaved. I didn't have nothing to wear, but I did have a wig and some girl clothes. I'm like, okay, bitch, I'm gonna go to Six Flags and drink. There ain't nobody going there. It's just, just me and Brandy, but it's me and me. And we went to Six Flags, and that was the day I had my epiphany. That was the day I was like, okay, girl, why are you still playing? Like, why are you still playing? And then, like, me and Brandy...
You got your life when you was in there?
it wasn't necessarily that I just felt empowered. I felt like, cause like by this point it was like I was only getting in drags on like to go into like the little store at night with my girlfriends when I was in high school. Like I was doing that when I was in high school. Like nobody knew I was doing that, but you know, of course, by my girlfriends. But when I was in high school, bitch, I was going out, you know, on the stroll with my girlfriends, shave my face, going out on the stroll with my girlfriends, you know, because I didn't have no bills. And bitch, them little coins that you made out there, bitch, it was a lot.
That was a lot. Yeah, especially back at
17-year-old me, bitch, I was a lot.
Yeah.
So by this point, it was one of them things like I went there and I was in sixth grade just feeling like empowered, like bitch, this is who I am. Like, cause prior to that, it was like I was only like in drugs like on the stroll or. You know, in a run, but it wasn't really giving like, bitch, I'm outside. And this is like I'm really like outside now, like girl. And it was like, man, Brandy had recorded this video. And I was like, I'm about to post it. She's like, girl, you know you post to everybody gonna know you getting dreads. Cause you know the stigma behind bitch wings getting dreads. She's like, you post to everybody gonna know you in dreads. And I was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck, bitch. This is who I am. Bitch, I posted it, and I just decided that day that I was going to transition.
Okay,
yeah, and I never got out. I peeled out one time, and that was because I had to go get my new ID from NBA. This was before I got my ID picture changed. So I peeled out so I can go get my ID. And then
I had to do that before too.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? I was walking around with a boy ID for like a year before I actually.
I think everybody was.
Yeah, I was walking around like boy ID for like a year before I actually
change
the transition.
I'm about to say, you could do that. I was wondering where that come from. Do the thumbs up.
I think I only work with your hand.
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, and that's kind of how that happened. And I realized that everybody was fake when I've had situations when it was like older girls that I was talking to. And this is why I stopped fucking, around this time I stopped fucking with the older bitches. It was just like the older people that I was talking to, it was like, we was talking and like in my face it would be like, they would be like, I would take it as them pouring into me and giving me advice and, you know, stuff like that. But then behind the scenes it's, oh, she thinks she fed, she thinks she all that, she And when I was finding that stuff out, that was like hurtful to me.
A slap in the face, yeah, it is.
Hurtful.
Because when you're still a kid and you be thinking that the girls be really trying to pour into you.
That's what it
you know what? It'd be more so, y'all already got y'all look. Why? Y'all, you know, they trying to really pour into me because they already got their look. They already start getting work done.
Yeah.
You would never think that they would, but they give that.
And I knew that at that moment it was just like, I can't do these types of people. Like I can't do that. So the only girls that I was really cool with for a long time was really like Tamaya. It was just really just Tamaya. And Jasmine used to be with us slide, but it really just like
the blood of an icon.
Yeah, blood of an icon. Okay. It really used to be me and Tamaya all the time. Like me and Tamaya, or like me and my sister Star.
I know. I always knew that you never hung around a lot of girls.
Yeah, because I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't do it. I don't mesh. Because the type of person I am, I feel like. The girls in the scene be just so phony. Everybody just be so fake, and they be want everybody to come be fake with you. I just can't do nothing like that. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'm not going to.
Where your outspokenness come from? Like, well, what I mean by that, some girls get along to get along when you come in the scene, especially when it's a group of fab girls. They just want to fit in with those girls. What made you always be like the outcast, like you know?
Because I have a life and family and a platform outside of the scene. I never gave a fuck. Like, to me, I just don't give a fuck. Like, I get, like, and then even, like, now, like, I feel like I give people, well, even, I was always been outspoken because, like I said, the type of, like, how I was raised. Like, my family is very, like, me and my brother and sister, we all the same people. You would meet me 3 more times when you meet my brother.
Oh, okay.
We're all the same person. That's how I am. And then, like, more so in the scene, it's like, I don't have to respect, bitch. None of y'all not my real mother, my real father, my real aunts. I don't know you bitches. I don't have to, bitch. What? I'm going to give everybody the exact same respect they give me. I'm not giving you no pass because you are a legend, an icon, or whatever the fuck you is. I don't give a damn. You're going to get exactly what you give me. I'm going to give to you.
I think that's the same way I would.
And I feel like too many people want to be liked. I don't care to be liked. I'm not here for everybody to like me. I've been learned a long time ago that not everybody's going to like me. But I feel like that's the biggest problem. Everybody want to be liked. Everybody want to kind of monitor or water down what they say or what they do because how they want to be perceived by other people. Me, I don't give a fuck. What y'all say about me? But then,
because you can give us something.
I don't give a damn what y'all say about me, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's so many people I don't even think people understand how many people come up to me and tell me like, bitch, I live for that. I love you. Yeah. And then be the people I would never even suspect.
Yeah.
I wish I could go in and give y'all names of people
coming more and more out of frame.
I'm sorry. And I wish I could go in and give y'all like names of people who gagged me when they came out to me. It was like, bitch, I live for you. Everything you stand for, how you don't give a fuck. You give these bitches your ass, da da da. And that just makes me know that I gotta keep standing on what I believe in.
It takes a lot to do, it takes a lot for that. To do
like
that. For it,
I don't mind being blacklisted or blackballed because at the end of the day, bitch, I don't need this ballroom scene.
No, but you ate that when you said everybody want to be liked. Want to be a household name. Want to be, oh, come on, girl, come with us or come here.
And I'm doing all that by myself.
You shaking?
Well, Lucille, you know me to run by myself. Yes, I have my girlfriends who I see, or we at the function, bitch, we kiki, might run around the ball together, whatever. But when I'm moving in a group on my every day-to-day basis, I'm by myself. I came here by myself. I'm leaving here by myself. When I'm on flight, that's at 6 a.m. in the morning, by myself.
I'm going at 6 a.m.
I'm going back to Dallas.
Oh, that's where you live at now. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, yeah.
So,
what made you, all right, so come on, because I want to be all over the place. I don't want to
I'm just off and on, I'm a by myself bitch. I encourage everybody to be your own bitch. The best thing you can do is be your own bitch. Stop trying to fit in. Stop trying to be cool with everybody. Stop trying to be liked. It's okay for somebody to not like you. Everybody want to be liked by everybody. Every single person gotta like you. Not everybody likes God. Hello.
You ate that.
Yeah.
So listen, what made you, because you are a Baltimore native, like what made you move to Dallas?
So,
because you've been there for a while.
Yeah, so I went to visited Houston. So I visited Dallas first, or whatever the case may be, and I went there to work. Didn't really give me nothing. Went to Houston.
Don't get on my girl.
At the time.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
Then when I went to Houston, gave me everything. Okay, this is what I need to be. I live in Houston.
Yeah.
This was
Damn.
By October, I had moved to Houston. So I lived in Houston first. And I was in Houston for like a good year and some change. When I kissed me happy. The reason why I ended up in Dallas was because when I was in Houston, my roommates were transcriptions or whatever kiss me happy. My sister, shout out to my sister Farrah and
I don't know who else.
Farrah, Audrina.
Audrina. Shout out to Audrina.
You know Audrina? Last name Audrina? Yeah, Audrina. And this other girl, but we not really cool like that no more. But it was me, the other girl, and Audrina. We was all roommates. And the reason why it even happened was because I had wound up getting into some trouble in Houston. Mm-hmm. And the other girl, her and I, we were like cordial on social media. Like we was always about each other on social media. Like she would always give my life, I would always give her life. She would always ask me like little stuff and like little stuff like that. So then when she saw that I was in peril, Peril, she my ex, I had to like spell it out. Just peril.
I don't get it.
Like I was in peril, like in trouble.
Oh, go ahead.
So when she saw I was in trouble, she basically was like, oh, you might come to my house for a few days, like you, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, yeah, whatever the case may be. So I might have gone to her house for like 2 or 3 days. And like in the process of that 3 or 4 days I was there, we keep exchanging life stories and, this and the third. Because these are my first girlfriends I ever had from Texas.
Yeah.
And, I was, at this point, I was Lucy Paper. So it was just like, bitch, I had a lot to tell and a lot to teach. And they was, everybody, it was just like a mutual love, with all us. And like the 4th day, she asked me, you ever thought about moving to Houston? And I was like, yeah, I did. Because, bitch, I was just there at the beginning of the year. I was like, yeah, I did. She was like, well, we got the 3rd bedroom. And then, you can just move in and all 3 of us can split the rent 3 ways. So I'm like, okay, bitch. Next thing you know, bitch, I was living in Houston.
Is it
I was 21 at the time.
Is it expensive to live in Houston?
No.
Okay.
And then we was living like on the north side in Springs. So like we had like a 3-bedroom townhouse for like I think like $1,000 or something.
Oh, bitch, that's fair.
Houston cost of living in Texas is fair, especially you live on the outskirts. Like you would get your bang for your buck in Texas, and then that's how I ended up in Texas. But then, like I said, they want girls who like to do the stuff that I like to do. Like I like going to straight, running around the straight clubs with the cunts and stuff like that. They wasn't really into that, so I was pretty much born in Houston. But I had some homegirls in Dallas, and I would always go to Dallas on some weekends to go party with them, and then they would come to Houston to come party with me and this and that. And I was like, bitch, I want to move to Dallas. I was just living for Dallas more. Like I feel like Houston, it was like cute, but it was just like, bitch, I was living for Dallas more. Like once I really started getting into Dallas, it was like, yeah. So then I wound up moving there in 2019.
Dallas is a little bit more laid back than Houston. Houston is where you go to bitch, I'm gonna make a coin, I'm a party, I'm gonna run through the trade, go to strip, Yeah, and
Dallas is more like laid back. So I've been living in Dallas since then. I love Dallas.
Are you dating right now?
No, I'm single.
Do you want to be single? I've never heard you being with a boy.
Because it took me. I got my heart broke one time, and that was all it took.
Was it a piece of trade or butchering?
Piece of trade.
You don't.
Girl, I did not get down with that. I had relations with one butch queen. Just one. But the only reason we had relations because he was just very trading. Like he, till this day, like he still like has a very trading demeanor. He don't egg gag like we close friends now. But
So the piece of trade that you was in a relationship, how long was that relationship for?
I met him in the beginning of my transition. So
Okay.
I transitioned in July 2014. I met him in January of 2015.
What would he do to broke your heart? Okay, like because
So the thing about
that
it
was I'm talking about that traumatizing when you just like fuck it, I don't want to do it again.
Oh my
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh Lord Jesus! Also, the moment when I locked myself in the hotel room and was crying to myself, like about to kill myself, and I knew it was done.
That's it.
Was when this one time, him and I hadn't been dating or nothing like that. Whatever, maybe I had just got to Denver. It's to Denver. I'm on my laptop and my MacBook, whatever case may be, and I'm in my Uber on my way to my hotel. Mm-hmm. So I'm connecting to the hotspot, whatever. Mind you, he's blocked on my phone. Like, I have him blocked on my phone. But his text came through to my laptop. He was like, yo. So I'm like, what's up? So he was like, I need a favor. So I'm like, oh, God. Typical, say his name. Typical, boom. Saying that I don't want to say his name. I'm
don't.
Brian. I'm like, typical Brian. Call me when you need something. Like, what's up? He was like, oh no, it's not enough like that, but I just wanted to know if I can have your blessings so I can mess with one of
your girlfriends.
Yes, who was like an auntie to me, and who was somebody like, who is somebody that was very special to me. Mm-hmm. And I was so blindsided by that. And I was so blindsided because like a couple weeks prior, that auntie, like I said, this was like my, like, I don't, this is... I'm
not calling you auntie.
Yeah, unless you really my aunt, so...
You keep coming further out.
I'm sorry. So then my auntie, I wound up, she called me when I was in Miami. So she was like, hey, niece, what you doing? I'm like, oh, nothing in Miami, She like, so girl, her and I, we talk about everything. Mm-hmm. So she's like, oh, yeah, I met this guy, whatever kiss me, have you, and me and him been dating, and we've been talking, whatever kiss me, have you, and I asked him, have you ever messed with any other girls, whatever kiss me, have you? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, well, what's her name? And that's when he was trying to be sneaky and say Dominique. That's my real
So
name.
the auntie didn't know it was you.
No. But so at first he was like Dominique. He was saying my real name because he didn't want to say Lucy. Yeah. Lucy or Lucy Papers because he knew that I was very popular. He knew I was very popular. So I guess she was like, oh no, I don't know that. But she got like another name or whatever case may be. And I guess he finally said it like, oh honey, da. So. I guess she put an end to it, so that's what she told me when she called me. She's like, yes. He told me that. I said, oh no, baby, that's my niece. Whatever kids say, and then we kind of just had that conversation, boom, boom, boom. So when he called me, I was like, in my mind, like before I knew the logistics. I'm sorry, the logistics and the lividity of the situation. All I knew is her and I had this conversation a couple weeks ago. You're calling me, asking me, can you have my blessings? What the fuck?
So did she backtrack?
So what the fuck is that's what I'm thinking at the time. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So now I just thought, I felt my blood exploding inside me. Like I would never forget that feeling.
Girl,
I would never forget that feeling.
It's a feeling.
And that's never a feeling I would ever want to go through again. I will never go through
And you was his first, right?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, good.
But I was his first, one who he actually was public with.
Okay.
Met his mother, the brothers, the family, stuff like that.
I want to know who the auntie was. You said you.
I don't want to say her name. Y'all want to
listen to her icon or what?
I don't want to say her name because I love her to death.
Oh, she's still.
I love her to death, and I still just off the record, but her and I need to have a person because even let me just tell a story and I'm gonna just say this real quick. So he told me that, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So. Is y'all bitches playing me? So now I'm thinking, y'all bitches playing me. So now I start spazzing the fuck out. So I'm like, what the fuck you make here, you motherfucking black? Bitch, don't fucking ask me no dumb. I'm kirking the fuck out. And then I'm like, and then it's she's just now calling me when I was in Miami. So what the fuck y'all still been talking this whole other time? What this story been going on. So now I'm going to fuck off this and the third. Then in the process of that, she starts calling me. I'm looking at my phone. Now she's calling me. So I'm like, I know this bitch not about to ask me for no blessings. I know this not no blessing call. I know bitches not calling me for blessings. So I'm like, oh, okay. They trying to fuck. I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I'm not knowing the logistics of what's going on. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking these bitches trying to fuck with my mental. So I call her. I mess with her. I'm like, hello. So she niece. I'm like, what's up? So she can you please tell that boy to leave me alone? He keeps harassing me. He will not leave me alone. This and the third. So I'm like, oh.
Oh, so he was doing it. That's what the boys give, though.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
You was trying to give it to Auntie?
Yeah. because I felt like you was playing with me now. And, you know, we talking about this like that. So she's like, yeah, I keep telling him that I cannot do nothing with him. I'm just like, I guess he goes to tell her that I told him, y'all was probably already fucking anyway, this and that.
Like, go ahead.
Yeah, he probably already, he went back and told her what I was going off for him about. Mm-hmm. So then he told her, and then she called me from like a place that kind of like hurt and was like, wow, when I called you in Miami,
I was being truthful.
I was being truthful, and you basically should know like at that moment like it was nothing that he could have did for me. Like I don't know why you think that I would do something like that, especially if I call you my, you know, whatever, kiss me, have you, But at this point in my life, it was like any girl that I knew he had associations with, I wanted smoke with. I didn't care.
Really?
Yes. What?
Girl, it was like that.
I'm very trading when I date. Like I'm very territorial. I'm very territorial. I'm territorial cunt. Like
girl, it used to be like that for me and BJ.
I wanted smoke with
everybody.
Any transcription I heard about, I wanted it. Even like another girl, I'm not gonna say her name either because we finally came to terms because she's a girl that's in the scene. She's like known in the scene, like she's doing her thing in the scene right now. She used to mess with him prior to me.
Where's the boy from?
Baltimore.
Okay, go ahead.
So when I first asked him, he told me it was like these 2 girls that he used to mess with. He told me 2 girls that he messed with before.
I think I might know who this boy is.
We can talk about it off camera.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But
we're about to go to the second segment anyway, because we already 45 minutes. It's felt like we sit here and talking for 50.
I see, girl. You know, girl. I'm sorry, y'all. You gotta know I like this song.
Oh no, baby, we gonna get your full time because this is gonna be. We ain't even got to the shits.
Oh my God.
The shit. I done put my little this Sunday, y'all. I done put my little Sunday long. Oh, we are here for it.
So he told me about the 2 girls that he used to mess with, and he said their names, whatever, kiss me, heavy. I was like, I don't think I know nobody like that. So then there's one random time I'm scrolling on my timeline, and she pops up on my timeline, and we together. So I just wonder. I'm just curious, just thinking like, I'm like, so you talking about? Is this the one that you said that you messed with? And he was like, yeah. And it was like from that day, sour taste. Just instant sour taste in my mouth. And it was like it was beef or nothing, but it was just like sour taste. Like anybody I knew that he had associations with, it was like I didn't really fuck with. And then it was like times where I felt like, because her and I, we talked about this too. It was times like I felt like she probably would like say something about, like I had commented on something like, it was on a post in the group about train chases, this and the third. And I had commented on there like, oh no, this and the third. And then she came and commented behind me and was like, girl, these girls say they be doing that and be still sucking their dick. I knew she was throwing a shot at me. But it was like, I knew she was being catty because she knew that it was pressure with her just because of she knew who I was messing with. We wind up not really linking up, but we was at Trisha house. We was both at Trisha house in Miami or whatever the case may be. And like I said, we're mutual. You know, Trisha, that's my godmother, and you know
that's my girl.
Whatever,
love me some Shayla
Stacks.
Stacks. Renee,
Shayla Stacks.
the Donna,
the deeply is happening. So we was at her house, and it was like we was all talking. But her and I wasn't talking to each other. We both were just like
everybody kikiing, but yeah,
we just
both talking around in the
but we like both saying what we want to say to each other to Trisha, so we could like it was just such a kid, but. I always said that I wanted to, once I was over him, like once I was done with him, I wanted to apologize to every last girl who I felt some way to. Because I felt like that boy had my mind in a place that it just was not right. And prior to that, me and her, we had always been, you know, it was love. Because like I said, I met her through my cousin, whatever, and like the first time we met, it was like we kiki, smoked and chopped it up. Like we was there for a couple hours. Like it was love. So it was never like nothing, no bad energy. It was all on my
yeah, but still, at the end of the day, I feel where you coming from. That's growth on your end. I ain't apologizing to any of y'all bitches.
Cause y'all that's how I am.
Well, fuck, y'all knew better.
That's how I am.
And y'all better be lucky you ain't get popped.
No, that's how I am, and I felt like the beef was one sided, no shade. Like she didn't.
The beef was one.
It was one sided beef because like I said, any girl, it was like that. So then, in the process of us talking, I just kind of just stopped the share and was like, look. I just really want to say to you, I really apologize. I know that, you know, we had our little rift because of, you know, that situation. But, girl, I was just, that boy hit my mind in a place where I just didn't think that it was. And then, you know, she was like, oh, I really appreciate that. You know, because she knew that it was like a little pressure on my end.
Like, I never had no issue with it. Okay.
And she was receptive to the apology. And then, like, you know, we hugged it out. And, you know, I apologized. And, like, we kind of just talked about it. Like, we've just been good ever since. And shout out to her. She know if she ever see that in the video.
She gonna watch it.
She know who this is. Shout out to you.
So listen, y'all. We've been going at it for 45 motherfucking minutes, but baby, my next question, you can answer when we come back. I want to know about the house that you are in right now. You are currently still in Maison, Margiela, right?
Yes.
Now,
my 6th house.
That's your 6th house. Okay, I want to ask you this because over the last, like, I want to say maybe about a couple months ago when everybody left the house. Mm-hmm. You know, Kane, you know that little thing that happened, Rose and all of that stuff. Can you answer what was like the collapse of an empire? Well, I want you to answer when we come back for segment 2.
And before we get back, I want to say it was a collapse.
It wasn't a collapse?
It was out with the old and with the new. Literally.
Oh, okay.
And
When
then
we come back. Hello, and welcome back to Let's Address It Podcast Season 2. And I am here with Lucy Lupac.
How are you?
And this is part 2, you guys. This has been a really, really cool, fun interview at the sit down. We're going to call it a sit down. And she's been very open and very transparent. So where we left off at was the house of Maison Margiela, your current house. How is it in the house for you? Before and before and then present.
Like before what?
Okay, so as of late, a lot of people left a few months ago. I mean, a lot of people. All of the mothers, I think, except for Amaya and Erica Kane. Like, all of y'all big members. Rose, Temperance, am I missing any? Oh, Shay. You know. What was that about?
Well, how was it then? How is it now? It's no different.
Okay, what was the reason behind all of the girls leaving?
That their absence or presence really like shapes the house in any way. So them not being here is not stopping nothing that the Margielas got going on. As far as them leaving, honestly, I didn't even know that happened until like probably like 2 or 3 weeks later, because I'm not in a like the Facebook groups. Like I be banned. Like when I'm in Facebook jail, I can't like comment in the groups. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like my IG was deleted when they was gone too. My social media was down when they was gone too. So by the time I found out late, and I was just like, "What happened?" Like, you know.
So now that you know everything that's happened, now that all the girls left, you didn't ask like, "Well, what happened? What was their reason for leaving?"
No, I didn't care.
You didn't care? Oh,
No, honestly, no. I don't have a relationship with Temperance. Erica, honestly, like, even before she even came, I was just kind of like, no, but how I felt about her as a person, and the scene is just two complete, you know, things. So I feel like a lot of times people get those two like conjoined. And when I say what I say when I was first asked, like, oh, you know, Erica when it comes to the house, my first reaction was like, why? Like I was just like, you know, I was just like confused. Like that was just random. Like why? You know, so it wasn't like nothing I actually like cared about or nothing I got hyped about. Like, oh, Erica's coming to the house. Like, no, it was like no.
Once y'all were in the house together for a few years, did y'all actually communicate?
Yes, it was cool. So okay. It wasn't like nothing like I don't know ordinary. Like it's always been love, like in or out of a house. So, but just her coming, it was just like random to me. Like when they said, "Oh, Erica, when it comes to the house," I was just like, "Oh."
Who didn't you get along in the house with?
Get along?
Or like you not get along, like, oh, we don't like each other, but who did you not really have that much communication with?
I didn't really have a communication. Okay, so I'll just say who I have had communication with.
There we go.
You can just kind of take it from that.
Where Lupac at?
No, what I'm saying is like, it's a lot of people in the house, so you want me to go down and list everybody?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to specify, I don't have a relationship with Temper, so I didn't really care about her.
Okay.
I don't have a relationship with Simone. I don't really care about her. I don't.
Well, Simone left too. I forgot Simone left.
I think.
Oh, I knew about Rose. Okay, so what about Rose?
I don't know. Don't get me. I don't even know. Like,
so basically, you in the house, but you don't get into all of that stuff.
Because I don't really care. I come to do what I gotta do, and I'm close to who I'm close to. And
that's a good
Rose,
answer.
I don't know her, so I don't really never really care about her. Shay, I love Shay.
I was
sad about Shay. Like when I heard Shay left, I was just like, really? Why? I'm like, damn, that made me kind of sad. Like,
did you ask your sister why she left?
No, because I still fuck with her. Like
okay.
I'm not one of them type of people that be like, oh, you're not in my house no more, bitch. You know, whatever. Yeah. No, I just saw her all weekend. We saw each other all weekend. Like we just literally just with Shay. She just gave me some what's it, churros? The little cinnamon thing.
Oh yeah, churros.
Yeah, we was outside the little food truck eating, and we was eating some churros, cans. Like, so yeah, I love Shay. Like, I never went and asked her like, oh, why, you know, did you leave the house? I asked, you know.
Do you and Vinny have a pretty good relationship?
Yes, that's my brother.
Okay, that's what's up.
Me and Vinny have an outstanding relationship. Me and Smiles have an outstanding
I
relationship.
love you, Smiles.
Love you, Smiles. Love you.
Wait, listen, you are my girl, Jemiah. Y'all
Love Jemiah.
I love Jemiah. Shout out to Jemiah Ballmain.
Even before she was in the house. Like,
really, that's been my girl too. Yeah, I love her some Jemiah.
Tabitha, love that
her.
lady. Like,
Tabitha's still there.
Yeah, Tabitha's still there. Tabitha, I adore.
Shout out to Tabitha,
Tabitha.
Crazy Sexy Cool. Now that we on Crazy Sexy Cool, I've been trying to get you on the show for about a little over 6 months. We had talked previous. You was like, I'm coming on, then you kind of like sizzled away. And then I don't know. It was in talks. Was you ever in talks to go on Crazy Sexy Cool?
So what happened was my supporters kept asking me about Crazy Sexy Cool. Like, oh, are you doing Crazy Sexy Cool? Are you doing Crazy Sexy Cool? I don't really fuck with the cast members like that. Me, honestly, to feel like I want to be on the couch sitting with them. You know how you and I like.
Yeah.
You know yeah. So like I didn't really see myself sitting there like this, just being phony and just talking.
Well, what
with
cast
them.
members? Because we cool with Tabitha. I mean, well, you cool with?
Yes, I'm cool with Tabitha, and then there's only 2 left that I just don't really. You know.
No, I can see. You just said you sat here and you said you and Tempers never really had a relationship. That's okay. That's fine. But the only
the thing about it was with Tempers, I never really, like I said, we never really had a relationship. Like I said, we were always in 2 different, you know.
And then it's an age
break.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. 2 different age breaks. Like when I was coming in, like she was already probably legendary iconic.
Yeah, she solidified.
I transitioned and I came in. I feel like a lot of the girls around in that era felt like they had their little ways about me and how when I first came in, you know, I came out with LUCILLE, you know, this and the third, very cocky, very saying what the fuck I want to say. Mm-hmm. Like you said previously, outspoken, and it just rubbed a lot of girls the wrong way. So I already knew that me and Tempest was never going to be
hey girl,
mother, daughter, auntie, niece, whatever the fuck it is, or Kiki girlfriends. I already kind of knew that, but she was in the house, so you know, we was cordial.
Yeah.
It's cordial, you know, hey Queen Mother, you know, I speak when I see her, you know, I key, you know, we key when it was formidable at the time, but it wasn't like, we was like on the phone, we didn't never hear each other, we never talked personally, we never, nothing, and when I realized she was a weirdo, was when, yes, I realized she was a weirdo, and I really just don't care, but I realized she was a weirdo when, recently I had got dinged, or whatever the case may have you, and, you know, I posted it, you know, everybody was on Facebook talking about, oh, congratulations, this and the third, it was all love, whatever. She commented on a post that somebody shared of mine, and was like, you know, congratulations, whatever. Like I said, we're not friends on Facebook or nothing like that. So she commented on it. I guess she started her timeline. She commented. Letitia, iconic Letitia had wound up making a post right after I got dinged, and it was just like a timing type of thing. She made a post about somebody else. But it was just kind of like the timing was like right after I said it. And on the post, she was like, oh, I'm trying to figure out why this Bigfoot, whatever.
I seen that post because I commented on the post even saying like, Tish, who you talking about? Shout out to Letitia.
Shout out to Letitia.
But wait, I don't even think I got the whole tea who she was talking about. But long story short, finish your story.
So, yeah, and then everybody, like I said, then, you know, this was right after, she made that post right after everybody I'm the only person, only 2 people got dinged that night. Me and they said a trans man, I think, got dinged or something like that. Okay. Allegedly. I don't know the other person got dinged, but they said we was only 2 people got dinged. Everybody's talking about me right now.
You on a high horse because they give you your stuff.
Everybody is talking about me. Everybody's sharing. Everybody's commenting. Right after Tempest comes to comment on the post, congratulating me, she goes on Letitia's post and was like, "Oh, who you talking about?" And to me, I'm just like, well, everybody's already speculating that she's talking about me. So why are you on here trying to be messy? Especially if you just comment on somebody else's post. Congratulating me.
Like the congratulations was phony.
Like it was a phony congratulations. And then it's like, you didn't just comment once. You kept coming back. People don't even know. I pay attention to shit like this. Because the file it got sent to me. So she posted it. Yeah. So I'm under there. I ain't liking that and I ain't commenting about Who like this?
And the likes of those likes.
She's not the only one that I saw. It's a few of y'all that I saw that I can't wait to speak to me and I can hit you with the skirt because I'm famous for that. If you know me and I don't fuck with you, bitch, don't speak to me because I'm gonna put you on the spot. Don't fucking speak to me. So yeah, I thought that was very weird that she would be doing that, especially knowing that I just got dinged, and you already thinking that she talk about me, but you just want her to say it. You want her to say it, like you want to get the best going, like just being messy. And I just think that's weird, and I just don't do weird shit like that. Like
I get it.
So yeah, I just think she's a weirdo.
So what about what's your thing with Asia? The other girl?
No, but we're not.
Shout out to Asia.
Shout out to Asia.
Overall mother
this
lord.
Is the thing. We're not.
Let's address it.
We've been estranged for like a lot of years now. It's been a long time since Asia and I have been estranged. Prior to me transitioning, me and Asia used to be like this.
Okay.
Like that was really like my sister. Things happened in the course of that, and we're just not where we are. And even with like more recently, like we've tried to like kind of like be like, okay, girl, we just gonna put a pair of sisters on the third, but when we see each other, it's just like. It's just no energy there. It's just like no spark there. Like it's either she would speak if she not feeling it, and I would speak if I'm not feeling it. Like it was just like it's just kind of like weird. Like even when like recently, like we was in Atlanta, when the girls like Giselle, Lola, Rakai, all the girls was in like the yeah, I was in the room too, but I stayed away from all of that because these not my girls, and there's no shade, but I live for them what they do. And collectively for their categories, shout out to Giselle, I call Giselle my mother, Lola, Fab, Sickening, Rakaya, Sickening, everybody, do their own thing, but this is not my crowd. I'm not about to come here and just, oh, hey, y'all, I just know. So
I'm about to say, because I didn't see you in none of them.
I stayed on the back end, but even when I got there, I didn't know I was coming to be right there with them.
Okay.
But Vinny, that's my father.
Yeah.
This is his club. When I came in, he was like, I'm going to put you back in a VIP room. Tabitha's back there, but I kiss me heavy. Then I walked in. I was kind of like blindsided. Not really blindsided because it wasn't like a bad thing. Like the vibes was good. Everything was fair, but it was just like, I walked in and was just like, where do I fit? And Chanel was there too. Shout out to Chanel. Now,
Chanel Ross.
Of them,
the Texas Toast.
Shout out to Chanel. Of those girls, I would say Tabitha and Chanel was like my only two girls I was really, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, so when I walked in the room, I'm just
Chanel
like...
was just always pleasant.
Always.
Her energy is amazing. Like,
Chanel's,
so magnetic.
And I know Chanel for a very long. Chanel's the best.
Shout out to Mother Muglia. I love you, sister.
I love that bitch right there.
Her energy, and it never changes.
Yes.
I'm not going to say, I don't want to, nothing to the other ladies. This is her story because I'm cool with all of the girls.
But I don't really know those other ladies personally also. So I'm not saying, that's what I'm saying.
But it's just not your crowd.
Yeah, it's just not my crowd. Like, like I said, like we said before, bitch, I be by myself. Like, I don't really...
Let me ask you this. You think you and Asia can actually have a conversation?
We have.
Okay. So it's not...
It just didn't, like... We had a conversation. We both know collectively where we both played a part and why we're not friends anymore. And it was just kind of one of those things like, okay, we kind of just moved on from it. But like I said, Asia, I feel like Asia's the type of person like, how can I say this? Like, we're alike in the sense of like, we might forgive, but we don't forget. Like, I feel like we forgave each other, but in the back of both our heads, we just kind of just be like, bitch, I ain't forget, bitch. I know it's the same thing. So I don't think she would ever like be. I know for a fact even when we talk, I knew it would not be a thing like we're like open to like being like as close as we used to be enough like that. Like that shit came said like and so much time has passed since then. So it's like we're not like in like a bad space. We're just not like cool enough for me to be sitting right here in her face like this, laughing, joking, and she asking me questions. No, like I said, like in a room, I sat next to her in the room and I didn't even want to do that, like honestly, because Tabitha was sitting next to her and the Tabitha had got up so I could sit down. And even when I sat down, like she didn't even speak. Like we didn't speak to each other. It was just like we just kind of then we kind of spoke to each other probably like maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, something like that. We kind of like said something to each other and then she asked me how I've been and I was like, I've been good. You look good, bitch. Whatever gets me heavy, this and third. And then we kind of just went along. That's just that. But like I said, I don't think that I can be my 100% complete self.
Like you would
sitting on the couch with them, vice versa, me sitting right here with you. Like, no. That's why I just didn't want to do the show. But shout out to the podcast. They're doing amazing.
Yes. Shout out to you ladies. The beautiful
y'all
ladies
doing
over
beautiful
there.
Ladies,
At the Crazy Sexy Cool podcast. I love everything that y'all doing. I love the way y'all doing it. And let's just move on from this. So don't see. You already said it though.
I was just throwing it out there again just in case somebody missed it. It's just not for me. Love everybody that don't know.
Well, you remind me of James.
We from Baltimore.
I know, but just that whole...
I feel like Baltimore, we all act the same.
No, I know quite a few Baltimore. You and James got the same, like, take it or leave it. I don't give, like...
Yeah, I mean, because you got to have that type of...
Shout out to my dad.
People. Shout out to James.
Overall, founding father, King James. Did y'all make up yet?
Yeah.
For real?
I would just do it just together.
Oh, give me a hug.
We were just together.
Oh my God, that is so dope. I love you, Dad.
We were just together at the, what the fuck?
I'm so glad y'all did that, because,
Sunday night?
I love them. First of all, I love my Baltimore girls. Like, yeah, but you got a lot of people that really don't they don't use you, right?
But it be personal.
What's the personal part?
The
In
thing
your
about
mind.
it is,
In your mind.
This is what I find most funny about everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
How often do you see me?
Not at all.
Literally once or twice a year,
Yeah.
if even that.
And it always be a good time. You always funny, pleasant.
Yeah, but I don't come to bars. I say that to say that I don't come to bars. I don't come out.
Mm-hmm.
How do I be having getting into with these people when I never even see these people? I never be seeing these people. The thing about it is, bitches be feeling some type of way about the shit I put on Facebook. It be Facebook that make these bitches feel some type of way. I can make a post right now. I hate bitches that wear dirty flip flops.
Oh, and it'll be a general. Feel hit. It'll be like a hit down.
Look what's up right here. I got my hair braided, right? I posted on my story, I got my hair braided, So then after my next post was, I bet y'all bitches not gonna copy this hairstyle. Me just popping my shit. Here come bitches replying, just saying it's like, oh, we already wore this, or oh, I did it twice, or who gives a fuck?
Girl, you know you country girl.
No, I just say what I want to say.
Listen.
These bitches always trying to squeeze their feet in shoes that don't fit them.
Like if it don't apply, let it fly.
Hello, I just be.
But you do realize what you just did there.
What?
You just put up a broad, like I bet you bitches can't copy this hairstyle. Then the girl.
I said bitches don't copy it. If you know you can copy it, why would you even comment?
But you made a broad.
I scroll past shit every single day that could apply to me.
I do too.
You think I'm gonna squeeze my foot in it? I can scroll past a post and be like, bitches been transitioning for 10 years and they still look the same. I can feel hit by that, but guess what? I'm not gonna squeeze my foot in that shoe because you're not if it's not direct, it's not respect. And I feel like a lot of times people just can't take the stuff that I say. Like, but with the people that don't take it, it's a million people that love how I troll and love the things that I say.
Also, you do admit that you do be trolling.
I never said I didn't. Bitch, I am a troll. I'm here for entertainment.
Yeah.
I'm an entertainer. That's what I like to kid.
Come on.
I like to kid. I
hate when people be so serious nowadays.
When I make people laugh, it releases some type of chemical in my brain that makes me feel good. Like, if you know me personally, you know,
I'm a
all
jokester.
I want to do is Kiki. My name need to be Kiki.
No, for real.
All I
want
want to
just
do
be
is
too uptight. Like, or you know what else I found myself? This not your thing. I'm consider myself I'm a trade. Like, I'm a key, but I might post some stuff like, man, I'm tired of tucking, like along those lines. And everybody, like, the Butch King, everybody be in on like, yo, Lexi, what? Because I'm just funny like that. But then there's some girls that go inside the ballroom. Why do girls talk like this? And the screen, like, I just feel as though everything not for everybody.
That's why the trans
I'm comfortable with, me. I'm a femme queen at the end of the day. I'm not a trans woman. I'm not a real woman. I'm a femme
but that's
woman.
the problem. A lot of these trans they don't understand that you are a fucking trans person. Even the ones that keep getting the sex change, they be like, oh, I'm a woman now. No, baby, you're a post-op transsexual, and that's okay.
But do they ever do that to you sometimes?
Yeah, bitches always feel something. I done got into a beef with a bitch with a pussy, and I done said all this shit about the sex change pussies and the third, and a lot of girls was DMing me on the side like, oh, I guess they want me to be like more, mindful of the things that I say, but it's like,
break that down to the viewers. Break that down. What happened?
When I was getting into it with the girl and I was talking about her pussy, like, oh, your pussy don't work, this and that, all the girls who had pussies was feeling some type of way. If your pussy works, then why are you feeling some type of way? And even if your pussy don't work, bitch, I'm not talking to you.
Right. I get it.
That's why people don't be liking me, because they see the stuff that I post or see me getting into somebody and they want to squeeze their foot and something that applies to them. I'm not even talking. You're not even on my radar. These bitches don't even be on my radar. I don't even be knowing these people. I literally don't even know these. Actually, I guarantee you, you ask anybody, if anybody that say that they have not had a pleasant experience with me, just ask them, what did you do to her? With me, you have to ask them, what did you do to her? Because I don't just wake up one morning and just go bother people unprovoked. If I bother you, and it's unprovoked, you did something to me in the past. And I just woke up today and just decided to be petty and wanted to just touch bases on it. I can leave it alone for a year.
Very problematic.
I can leave it alone for a year. I can leave it alone for 2. I'm not going to be done until I'm done. Because why? You shouldn't have been fucking with me in the first place.
Oh, so you're the type of person that you just going to drag whenever you drag?
Yes, I'm going to. Why not?
Wasn't you fighting down in Miami? I forget who you was fighting down in Miami.
Yeah, I'm fine.
No. Okay, so this the $1 million story that we want. Hold on. Is the key to what? God rest her soul, right?
Oh my God.
You and Samantha James was really, really close at one point. You was in Philly, right?
Yeah.
Well, y'all was on y'all way to like a club or something, or something? No,
that's not.
She was in your hotel room.
Yeah, that's not the night of the fight, though.
That wasn't.
No, that was all.
Give me the whole run. Give it to people that don't know, because this is so much like I want to. Because you never talk about nothing. You don't do interviews. Now that I got Lou Pop on this couch, let's get to
and I would always want to clear this out because people asked me before because they thought that I started the fight with Samantha and they thought I did it for clout. And I'm just like, bitch, I already had clout. Bitch, I had clout before Samantha even made her way back to 30th Street Station. So when people just say stuff like that, I just like, where do y'all bitches be getting this information from? But so it started off. I always live for Cookie Tucky, bitch. Who did? You know, she came with her videos and something. Bitch, who wasn't a fan of Cookie Tucky?
1, 2, 3.
Bitch, hello. So she wound up posting this thing on Facebook this one day. It was like, oh, who wants to cook for Cookie Tucky? It was me and Tamaya. So I was like, oh, bitch, let's go to Philly so we can, so I can cook for Cookie Tucky, whatever I can say. So I hit up her team or whatever. I was like, oh, I want to cook for Cookie Tucky, blah, blah, blah. So they're like, oh, yeah, they give me information. I get the hotel room, whatever, gets me everything. By the time I got there late. So I didn't get the chance to do the cooking, our little cooking segment.
How was y'all gonna do that anyway at the hotel?
I think we was going to. I can't remember. I think I was supposed to get an Airbnb.
The logistics. Okay, go
ahead.
I
can't really remember the exact logistics, but I know it was like it wasn't able to happen. So she wound up getting dropped off at my hotel, whatever, because we have here, and that's how the infamous videos came in the videos. Like, and in the background, the person sleeping on the bed, that's Tamaya.
That's Tamaya.
Yeah, people don't know that's Tamaya sleeping on the bed.
That's Deesh, yo. That's Deesh. So go ahead,
That lady goes to sleep everywhere, anywhere. Like she falls asleep so fast. So that's where those videos came.
Didn't you do her makeup on one of them?
Yeah, that was another separate thing.
Okay.
That was her and Vicky that time. I did her makeup, whatever. Cause we had you. The fight and Samantha was such a good time, especially when she was like regular. Like we used to just be riding around, just talking and stuff like that. Like Samantha, oh my god, that lady,
she's so intelligent.
So intelligent.
For the people that don't know, that
and never got to know her personally, like
my girl, and smart.
Oh my god, we used to talk down. Like when she was regular, like so, like we used to talk down. Like I really loved that lady, and I'm just so sad that she passed away. And even with the fight stuff, like, I didn't want to like fight her. That wasn't, my goal. Like, so we was at 30. We was not. I said 13th Street, the parking lot to get, like, the gateway.
Yo, I'm about to be
in the parking lot. We all over there kicking her. Samantha James comes, and this way she comes, she's drunk, and she's drinking like a limerita. So, we all, everybody in the circle, so she went in the circle, like, hey, sister, I'm like, hey, sister, so she like, let me get a little donation, but I can't see heavy, So, I'm like, okay, girl, she's throwing her shit, girl. So, I pulled out a little 10, and I gave it to her. So, when I gave her a 10, she looked at it, and I was like, girl, I'm gonna fucking $10, girl, I need a bigger donation than this. So, I was like, okay.
She's
I mean, she's
a Cookie Tucky, she's not CM James.
Yeah, she's being Cookie Tucky right now. So, I'm like, okay, well, give me that, and I'm just giving you something else. So, when she gave me the 10 bag, bitch, I put it back in my pocket. I'm like, girl, I'm not giving you nothing now. And she was like, what, girl, give me something? I was like, no, girl, I just gave you time. You've been ungrateful. So then she kind of just looked at me for like 5 seconds. And then she was like this. Like with the limerita,
Are you serious?
Yeah, she's in my face. And I was just like this. And then Dawn, Dawn.
Kennedy.
No.
Don. Demetrius Funk.
I got to put your accent on Don. And then Don came over. Let me talk my Philly accent. And then Don came over here. And when he came... I got that Philly accent down there. So Don and Fuck came over here, and he was like
trying to... in the frame.
I'm sorry. And then Don and Fuck came over here, so then Don was trying to like greet me, and I was like, girl, like I'm trying to like... She just fucking splashed me, so then I'm like trying to get my purse. I forgot who I gave my purse to. I think it was like Booski. Lohan. I think I gave my purse to like Booski. And then, bitch, I just went over there, and then, bitch, just attacked. And then, bitch, we just got into our little 1, 2, 3.
Baby, listen, this video...
And the girls were saying...
This is the funniest fight, I'm telling you. First of all, for you to be so short, for her to be so...
But you gotta really get into
Y'all got to see the video, I swear.
You gotta really get into the fight. As I had her in the car, somebody pulled me, and when they pulled me, they was like pulling my like hand and back off of her. That's how she was able to get those little... That y'all thought that was really doing something, but she really didn't do nothing. I promise you.
My girl was...
Pay attention.
Please, really listen, because one of
I was there. Pay attention,
y'all. She said I was there. Listen, if I can get a hold of this video and insert this, the only way I'll insert this clip, y'all. Listen, nobody lost the fight. It's not. I ain't being messed. It's just the fight was so funny because it was so fast.
And it was just so
everything.
random.
The fight was random, but it was like in fact, it was like somebody had pressed the fast. It was like
and then she came out.
I ain't never seen a fight so fast. Like, it was like, girl.
And it was so random. But like the next day, like we was both doing our press runs. Like we had Facebook on tilt after that fight. Like the community, me and Samantha had the community on tilt. Like everybody, the Cookie Monsters was taking her side. The Maison was taking her side. She came out with a disc. The disc like saying she split your kitchen disc.
That was shit?
The split your kitchen.
Oh my
disc,
God, do y'all remember this?
She said she split my kitchen.
Let me tell y'all something about Samantha James. Samantha James was always a smart, really, really smart, batshit crazy, but always smart. Because I remember like we used to be in a house. This is when we was the house that Jack built, and my girl used to just march around the house with these little batons and stuff. And she always back then wanted to be a mortician.
Really?
And I used to think that was the weirdest shit. Like, cause no shade, I'm not knocking nobody, and God rest her soul, that's my sister. But who actually wants to be a mortician in your teenage years? Like, I thought I thought that typically people want to be a mortician because of the coin, because it's bitch. You know, if somebody died every day, several times a day. But anyway, shout out to Cookie Tookie. What else was your most controversial moment? Because you have a lot of them.
Me transitioning was controversial. That little thing with Cookie Tookie.
Mm-hmm. Whatever happened to Cookies Baquet?
Oh, so
what was your little slogan? Because if you get Cookies Baquet, you'll have your
Baquet. If it's not Cookies Baquet, then it should not go your way. And fellas, my makeup brushes don't discriminate. You too can catch the beat.
Okay. So why you stop?
So when I transitioned, going into my junior year of college is when I decided to transition. And at that time, I felt like my transition was more important than anything that I had going on. Like, I felt like it was more important than school. I felt like it was more important than makeup. I felt like it was just more important than everything, because essentially it's not just, I'm not just changing my hair or changing my shirt or putting on a pair of heels. It's like I'm literally changing my whole life. I gotta learn how to walk again, learn how to talk again, learn how to stand again, learn about posture, learn just a whole other different shit that I had to do. And it took a lot for me. Like, it was a lot of focus. So I kind of just stopped doing that. And when I started doing that, when I transitioned, I kind of got into like fast money. And then once I got a taste of like fast money, yeah. And
there's nothing wrong with. I mean, I still. That's the
first time I ever admitted that on camera. Oh my god.
Bro, but see, all right, so
that's the first time I ever admitted that on camera.
It's common.
I know,
but you know what? It's not nothing to brag about, because it's not nothing to brag about. But bitch,
for me, it's always
you be really thinking about the girls out here really be doing it for free,
and for me, it's about the corn. And I also I wouldn't consider myself a prostitute. I feel like at a certain time you're no longer a prostitute, because you know how to maneuver, finesse without doing really virtually doing anything. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't like to consider myself a prostitute, but I feel like when you say that you're into sex with everybody, just assume that you're a prostitute. I'm not a prostitute.
I get that too. I always break that down too.
But people just wouldn't get it. Like, you just had to be.
They won't
understand.
get it.
Like, bitch, I've made
most won't
$20,000 in 5 minutes without putting a dick near my fucking face. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like.
And they won't
understand that.
No, the girls.
The girls will get it.
Come
the girls
on.
will get it. The girls
like,
are
yes.
lying. But the other people be like, I don't know, you have to do something for that. Maybe I don't have to do nothing but look pretty.
Yeah.
That's all I have to do.
Yeah.
Literally, I could just come outside.
I was just telling somebody that I could just like literally, especially when you get the dates to get high, bitch, all I gotta do is sit here and keep you company.
Hello.
That's all they want to do is get high.
And don't let me see that phone password.
Ooh, that one line back.
You know what? I ain't giving y'all no idea. But I'm a girl who gets what she wants. I'm a girl who does what she's supposed to do.
Listen,
I'm a girl who likes nice things.
I'm trying to tell you, listen, everything don't have to be down to the wire. Like, sometimes, you know what, I will say this, because this is something that we really don't talk about, but this is not more like an interview. This is more like a sit down. A lot of people don't know, like, sometimes clients just be wanting affection. They just be wanting somewhere to come and do their business.
Yes.
Maybe get high, dress up, and they just be wanting company.
Yes.
It don't always have. Sometimes they just be really wanting to be around somebody that they can get dressed. I got heels. Put the wig on, and they'll pay you top dollar just to sit there and literally keep them company and talk to them.
Right.
Sometimes they want someone that want to come and get high. You don't even have to get high with them. They just want to get high.
Right. You can even pretend.
You can pretend you get.
Just so you pretend you get high, just so you can whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
Just so you can just go along with the party and just keep getting what you can get. But I'm also not gonna make it kick it, like, if somebody don't got the right coin, then I'm not gonna bust it down, because I am for the right amount of money. But I just don't like that perception of like just everybody just like that's just like in the sex work, just like price, like I'm just getting fucked all day long,
wearing yourself out. Yeah,
that wears me out.
Yeah,
People think
people actually really
that's why I don't speak about it. It's just like, bitch, I don't want nobody. Not that I care, because I know what goes on. That's one thing I take pride in, like being somebody. I like to focus on the truth, vice versa, what someone else thinks about.
Yeah.
Because as long as I know the truth, it's like I don't really care what people think, but it's also like at the same time, like, come on. Like,
okay, let's we're gonna move on from there. I wanted to ask you this, because this is something that, me being an icon and a Hall of Famer, I've noticed that my girl, you vogue down. You always vogue down, right? Why don't you think your ballroom career is farther? Like, can I ask you, like, what is it you think? Okay, for me, you don't. I feel as though you're not consistent enough because you should have been. Like, if you know, what is it? Do you give, you come out and then you just be like, girl, pay it.
My first question is, what do you mean by further?
Like, okay,
Because I feel like my ballroom career is perfectly fine just the way it is. Like, when I come out, I make the moments when I come out. Bitch, I'm still the most highly requested that they want to see me on the floor. They want to see these new girls.
I don't know about highly requested, but you do be really
highly requested. They want to see me on that floor. When the new girls coming out, oh my god,
okay, so let me break down what I'm trying to say.
It's
So
just
you
like,
don't think I'm trying to sign you enough.
No.
Let me really explain
I
it.
that.
When I mean this, I mean when you do come out, you only come out. You give me 2 hits. What Kane say? You get me 1 time a year like the Super Bowl. That's her thing. You know, I live for Kane when she's there. But you only give me like two hits or 2 EPs a year.
Because
I know
the scene now.
Okay.
Back then I didn't know the scene. When I was like first coming out and I was hungry, like really I didn't know the scene. I just wanted to vote. Now it's like I know the scene. I know the politics that goes into walking.
You gotta choose them.
You gotta choose them very carefully. And
Very
then a lot of times, most times for one, they're putting performance at the end of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, I'm not coming in and voguing at 3-4 o'clock in the morning when I'm drained, sitting at that ball. I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's automatic now. Like if I look at a ball flyer and I see
the order category,
that's the first thing I'm trying to see. If the order categories is not
like you're not in that first half,
not
or first
half.
category, second half.
Yeah, or like no, not in first category, second half. Just if I'm not in that first quadrant, like in that first I'm not gonna want to walk because I'm not gonna want to take no chances. Like I said, because I already know.
Oh yeah, got a chance the ball could get shut.
Yeah, like you just never know what the fuck is gonna happen. And like I said, that the ops. A lot of my ops be judging. If I look at the panel and I see a op people that I don't fuck with, I'm not walking. I'm not gonna give you an opportunity to try me.
This is why I play fair. I mean, I'm not telling you should, but this is what I don't really have no bad things with nobody, but damn.
But I know how people be feeling the type of way about me, like I said, about the stuff that I say and the controversy around.
And then it don't necessarily have to be that judge. You could be you got to tell what they do.
Yeah,
or
something like that. So,
yeah,
like if I look at I'm just like, nah, just not for me. And I could come probably wanting to walk, but then I could just look at it and be like, nah, that's not work for me. The category, what it's calling for, like depending on what it's calling for, where I'm at in the world, like if I'm gonna stop what I'm doing to come try to do this and stuff like that. It's just like I'm just not into it no more, like how I used to be. I could come out for another good year and vote all these balls and walk all these balls, but then I feel like for what?
Another thing, when I was saying your career in ballroom should have went farther, your only category is femme queen performance. Like when you're going and I'm not. You're not. That's it. That's all you want to do.
I actually was. So when we had our Margiela meeting, I was just not walking my way. I was practicing my way, and I actually like that. Like I was like, I can see myself sort of kind of getting into my way. I thought about it, but now I thought about like how they time consuming they do with their effects and stuff like that. And I don't think I got the time for that. Like,
is you actually any good? Like
in my way?
Yeah.
Not. I mean, I wasn't bad, but it was like I was being coached. As far as like the other stuff, so. Something that some people know, but some people might not know. Like when I actually first transitioned, I wasn't even voguing. I was just walking realness, and I was junior femme queen realness of the year and everything. Like, but now where I'm at, I would never walk realness and stuff like that. I would never walk realness.
Explain that. Why?
For one, because me being honest, I'm an egotistical person. That's number one. Like I'm not even gonna say right here line. Like I'm egotistical. I don't want to battle no bitch, and then she be feeling like she really to me in real life. These bitches, I don't never see these bitches.
Outside.
Never. I'm a bitch who be around the world, in and out of everything. I ain't never seen none of these bitches.
I never seen
them. Only a very few girls that I ran into, and the girls I ran into, they're not even in the scene. I don't run into these bitches, so why would I ever want to?
I say this. Don't I say this all the time? That realness of the year stuff don't really fly with me because I'm really outside.
Yeah, and then ballroom realness and industry realness, of course, is two different things. So I just don't want to be. I don't want to be one of the girls that I talk about. Like, girl, how the fuck she walking realness? Like, I don't want to be like one of those types of girls. Then I feel like on the other hand, I feel like you got bitches like Brooke and my best Tamira and Paris, like bitches like that who like water drop, raindrop realness. It's like
mama can't tell, papa can't tell.
I'm not about to battle with bitches. Like, girl, no, it's just not. I just don't see myself doing that. Even with all the other categories.
Let me ask you this. When you first started out in your transition, you mentioned it a little bit earlier about what people told you that they think that you needed. Do they still do that to you?
Yes.
Did it do?
Girl, they tell me all the time I need to get my nose done.
Do you feel as though you need done?
This is what I think. I feel like I don't get no complaints with this nose that I got now. I get my life with this nose that I got now. I be in and out of these places that I never see these bitches with this nose that I got now. The only people that have ever told me that I need a nose job is the gay people. Nobody in the straight world has ever told me I need a nose job. Nobody has ever in the straight world told me I need to get a facial film. Nobody in the real world has ever told me I need to do anything to myself. Like, my mother reads me when I tell her I want to get surgery. My friends read me when I tell them I want to get surgery. Niggas, anytime I tell a nigga I'm about to get a nose job, I'm like, yo, don't touch your fucking nose. You don't look like fucking Michael Jackson. Like, they say some shit like that.
Yeah.
Because
they look at you like you normal.
Yeah, like, I look like a black girl. I look exact, perfectly
like a black
fine. Like,
girl.
my mama knows bigger than mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like, that's the only time, and that's the reason why I don't really, like, care to be around the gays too much. I would never forget, like I said, how they made that to me in the beginning. Like, they stripped me of my confidence, I feel like, and I let them, because I let them bitches get in my head, and I let them. That's when, actually, in that era when I started photoshopping my pictures like crazy. That was because the girls was in my head telling me, you need to do this, you need to do that, da. So then, like I said, I started seeing myself differently. And then when I started seeing my pictures, I wasn't looking at my pictures the same. And then I started kind of getting like carried away with it, like. And
this is really pretty deep.
Yeah,
I remember that. I forgot that. I didn't want to.
Because my self-esteem was already gone. Like, they already. I let the gays take my self-esteem away from me. I let them tell me I needed body. I let them tell me I need to go home and go get my bags. Thank God I didn't rush and do that. I let them tell me that I could be this. I could be the next this person. I could be the next that person. And I used to just be just in the mirror, just.
Oh God. Yeah.
Just all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And
I'm sorry you had to go through that, because that's hurt. I mean, they do that to all of us. Come here, my boo. Oh my God, I got the fuck. Oh, come here, oh my baby. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Don't let me do it. Let me get you something. You're my girl. I'm sorry. Oh
But,
my God.
Yeah, like I let them do that once, and I said that I would never let them do that again. So I would never walk these like beauty categories to let them like try to make me think I'm not as pretty as I am, or as pretty as I hear when I go outside. Like, I can't go nowhere without somebody telling me, you are so pretty, or stop me, wherever they clocking or not. Like, I always hear this all the time. Like, I get niggas, bitch, like, left and fucking right. Your favorite rappers and athletes. Hello, like,
I've heard.
I get them. So it's like, with how I look now. And I said I just would never let them get me like that again.
Can you to all of your fan base and any young girl out there, can you tell them like what? Have a word with them.
I just want y'all, the new girls coming in, to be yourselves and keep that in mind. Like, do not let these girls get in your head and start telling you need to do this, you need to do that. Don't let them get in your head telling you need to be this person, you could be like that person. Stay at your own lane and work at your own pace. That's the worst thing you can do, is try to be the version of somebody else that they are creating for you. You cannot be your version of your own self with the help of other people. You have to be the best you. Have to be the best you. You cannot let these girls get in your head, and they're going to do it. I'm telling you, they're going to do it. They do it to the best of the best. Like, oh, she needs this. It's girls that I see now who I think are fucking stunning. And I know people be in the back and like, oh, that bitch need to do this. That bitch need to go and do that. It's like they tear our girls down every single day. And that's why I really don't like when I come around the gays, my anxiety is up. Like, my anxiety is up. I really don't really like to do it. It's like, now I feel like I have to. The only reason I feel like I have to is because I'm in a house. My house be wanting to see me. Yeah, my house members see me on the back end, but they be wanting my support at a ball. I don't be wanting to go to balls. I don't. Because I always feel like if I'm at a ball, who's trying to tear me down? Subconsciously, who's trying to break me down? Who's trying to break me apart? And I don't like that. I don't want to be around that.
It makes you react.
It makes me, yeah.
And you know what else? Because I've just recognized within these last few years that I have really bad anxiety, but it's triggered by the gays. Yeah. And I know that when I go to walk, I walk and I leave instantly. I don't even go into the ball until it's time for me to walk. So I'm only in it for about a half an hour. Yeah. So I noticed that they pick you apart. They nitpick with you. You know what I noticed? I knew when I had enough of the gigs, like when I'm in there and I'm drinking, I'm tipsy. Oh, she high. I don't even like. I don't even get high around the faggot. But it's like, it's always something that they're trying to do to you, and then when I catch it, it's like, oh, let me be normal. I can't even be my fucking self. I can't be funny. I can't be outgoing. I can't be drunk apparently because then y'all gonna think I'm high.
I enjoy myself.
Like so now I'm just sitting there trying to be somebody that I'm normally typically not, which is outgoing, funny, moving around and stuff, and that's what triggers my anxiety.
Yeah.
So for you to recognize that and know that, that's good because a lot of people don't know what their triggers are, but I know it's them.
Yeah, that's why I really just prefer not to come out. Like I'd rather just see like the stuff that I see like in past, like I'm on social media scrolling and somebody share a cute clip of the girls cutting up, I might stop and watch it, whatever it's may be. But on average, when it comes to me like actively like participating and all that stuff, like I just don't see it happening. Like I probably never walk in the ball again because I just feel like I feel like me getting my legendary status, it was like owed to me. Like bitch, y'all owe me that. Like that's the y'all better hey giving me that. And it took a while because I don't kiss ass. Like you said, I don't run in those circles. I don't be up the icon and says, oh, hey, I don't see these people. I don't run around with these people. So, of course, they're not thinking about me when they're, or however it goes when the time comes because I'm not kissing their asses or up their ass about it. When I got done, an icon called me, and shout out to the icon Ken, he called me and told me he wanted to recognize me for everything that I've done. I didn't ask Ken, like, hey, Ken, can you do this? No, like, it was just randomly. He just randomly called me asking me, what was going on, and I'm just like, okay, and I'm just appreciative, like that somebody decided not to
overlook you this time,
overlook me, and not stand back, because at the end of the day, I honestly feel like I should have been legend. Like if we talk about what it costs to be a legend, but like I said, that's debatable depending on who you asking.
No, with the way they giving it out, like to the right, because
I feel like I've been reached the threshold of being what a legend is, because I'm gonna be somebody they talk about forever. They're going to always talk about LUCILLE, and then not only that, I've moved my platform from Ballroom onto the real world. I'm not just LUCILLE Margiela. No, bitch, I'm Lucy Papers, Lupac. Bitch, I have social media platforms.
Where did Lucy Papers come from?
So, my first time after Media Takeout, my first time on Media Takeout, just know when Media Takeout was my first time on there. When the fame started, I was just like, I need something catchy for like my social media name. Like, I was like, I didn't want to be LUCILLE, man. I just felt like my name was like, my name always been cunt, but it was just like I need something like catchy for like social media. So then I just came out with kind of like Lucy Papers. Like I said, I was at the time. This is when BP was up, and bitch, I was just coins was just sickening. And it was like, bitch, I'm Lucy, bitch. I get a lot of money, bitch. Lucy Papers. Let's take it and let's go with it. And that just kind of went from there.
What was your first viral moment on Media Takeout? Like, what was your first?
My first.
Because back then it was Sean all we was on the Sydney Star was already always on the.
But see, my moment was a before and after picture.
Oh.
I didn't never do nothing like exposing
nobody. Okay. Got
it. I've never done nothing like that. Like that's just not my brand. Like I always wanted to be like Amaya. Like that's always been Amaya has always been.
Shout out to my sister Amaya Scott, Amaya Margiela. I love you, Maya.
Love you. She's always been my mood board.
Like a class act.
Yeah, a class act. And I knew that when I transitioned that's how I wanted to be. Like I wanted to be like a girl who was not messy but just known for being a pretty bitch. And that's literally what you know in my for, just being the pretty hair, makeup, looks, the smile, the smirk, just all things. Like that's what you knew her for. Like that's what I wanted to be. Like I didn't want to be one of those girls that had to do this or do that to be noticed. And for me, like I think garnering that platform and that attention I did, following in her footsteps, it worked for me. Like I didn't have to, like I said, do none of the crazy stuff. So my name is not floating around like messiness. Like, and I don't judge people for however it is they want to, the trans girls for however it is they want to move, but certain shit, I'm not fascinated with. I can't think of shit. Like I'm a real street.
They say.
See, and a lot of trans is not from the trenches. Like they be from dangerous cities. But they're not from the trenches. You're not trenches.
They're industry chick, not an in the streets chick.
Right. And you can always tell a difference. You can always tell the difference between those and the ones who grew up around cunts.
Let me ask you this, because I know you're the only bitch that's going to give it to me real, raw dog. In today's climate, and I'm not going to say no names, because there's been a couple of cases, incident, where the girls are, they're outing the trade. Can you give me your honest input about how you feel about that? And I'm not talking about a certain incident. I'm just saying in general. How do you feel about the girls outing trade? I just feel like
it's just corny. Because for me, at the end of the day, just like, for what? All you did is just, what you got, a couple of followers, and a couple of likes, and then a bunch of homophobic women in the world and around you comment and saying, "Oh, he gay, this and they're telling you basically, essentially, what they really think about you." So it's like, what is the point? Nobody. I don't. If you're gonna expose somebody, I guess at least get something from it, like
a coin.
Get
a dirty coin.
Something that could benefit you. If you're just exposing people just for like likes or like followers,
I don't even think a coin isn't even that important.
It's not.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
Me, like I said, I've always been a person who has been big on my brand and who I am. I never wanted to be known as like a messy person, a person that's a mess or does messy stuff, because that stuff follows you. Like when you expose somebody, they might be talking about him for like a week or two, whatever the case may be, but that cloud follows you wherever you go. And there be so many people that be watching you, you never know who's watching you. So many people be watching you and they see how you move, and now they stepping away. Nope.
Like you could have had so many opportunities that knocked you off.
Like I said, and again, like I wish I was a girl who could name drop, because I can sit here and be like,
"Oh baby, I heard the story."
Bitch, like
especially when you and Trisha. I
could really name drop some shit, and y'all be like, "Bitch, you was fucking lying." The girls that know me know that I'm not lying, bitch, and stuff like that. Like I said, that's all because of how you move, because like people are paying attention to that. Like you would really genuinely be surprised at who's watching you. I didn't know that until certain people, and I'm just like, ain't no fucking way this man been watching me. Like, what? So I feel like my reputation is everything to me. And I always wanted to be known as like a person that has just values and just all around just a good person. Like, I don't want to be known as like, I mean, you can know me as like, oh, like you said, a firecracker, little stuff like that. But like, I'm not known for being messy.
It's a limit to
I'm not known for being messy. You never hear my name in mess. Oh, Lucy said this and she. I don't do he say she say. I don't do drama. I don't give a fuck about nothing that don't got nothing to do with me. So like I said, my brand is so important to me that I just can't lose tunnel vision on that. Okay. So the opportunity might present itself like, damn, I could expose this person or that person and get some likes and followers and stuff. But then what? Now you just soil your goods.
Now, so my next question is to piggyback off that question. What do you think about all of the trans women that that was totally like, no, fuck fuck why are we protecting them? Like, why are we keeping their secrets when they'll unalive us and, that whole thing? Because I know you be on the media, you pay attention. Like, listen, basically what I'm saying is, me personally, I don't out people. I think it's none of my business. It's not my place to out someone that's not ready to come out. That's not my place to do that. No matter, even if I was dealing with them for a long period, they were my boyfriend, and I still don't do stuff like that. And I've been with you for 2 years, and you got a baby mom. I'm still not going that route. So I just wouldn't do something like that. But what about all of the girls that took to media is like, why are we keep protecting him? Why are we keep protecting men that would actually turn around and unalive us? Answer that.
I just feel like a lot of those girls just need to just shut the fuck up. Like, it's not even about protecting somebody. Just the fact that, bitch, how would you feel you walking around and somebody telling you, oh, this is my cousin, this is my tranny cousin. No, bitch, how do you get to polish how somebody police. Oh, police. Oh. Or police. Like in English, they might say police.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Something but how someone else tells that story, that's not right. And the main thing that kills me with this situation is, it's like an unspoken thing between the gays and trans and DL. You already know these niggas don't want nobody to know when you mess with them. Why mess with them knowing that they don't want somebody to know just so you can try to do something and it's for what? That means you just never really had good intentions. I just feel like people that just don't have good intentions. It's like people like that want clout. Like you want people to know that you expose somebody this and that, because what are you gaining from that? You get nothing from it. The people that expose, they gain something to get, and they get what?
Listen,
talked about on social media.
I'm not. This conversation can go so many ways, and it can go so deep. I'm just asking my girl because I know she's gonna give it to me raw, and we share the same.
I understand why they say like, oh, they don't care about us, whatever. They can say but you also have to understand, like, you can't give everybody that charge. I got niggas who don't play about me. You understand what I'm saying?
That's not out in the open, but that will come.
Yeah, and like I said, I feel like there's different types of men that like trans. It's men that like me because I have a dick, and it's men who like me, and I just so happen to have one. You get what I'm saying?
Got it.
It's two different types. Types of men that like trans. I try to stay away from the ones who like me because I have a dick.
Yeah,
so most boys,
they're normally chasers.
Yeah. So most boys I talk to are boys who didn't know T at first, and then
they just like you live for you.
Yeah, like just live for me, and they just couldn't stop.
You like that?
Yeah,
it's a different kind of respect. It's a different kind of
It is, because at the end of the day,
because they still look at you like a girl at the end of the day.
Yeah, and they see that I'm not what you expect your average trans person to be, and I'm big on like respect, like, and I'm big on like I want people to know, like, I'm big on my respect, like I don't play by my respect. Like, I would die by my respect. Like, I don't ever want nobody to give me, like, no charge. Like, you're a weird ass bitch. Like, that's just not a charge that people can give me. Whether it's the gays, whether it's the trans, whether it's the straight community, whether it's the cunts. Nobody, I don't ever want nobody, I make sure I live a life and I do things and move a certain way to it so nobody can ever say, you're a weird ass bitch. Like, I don't ever want to be that girl to be like, no weird ass bitch.
Yeah,
like,
she's a fucking weirdo. She move funny.
Yeah, she move funny. And I know a lot of you bitches be kooky. A lot of y'all bitches is kooky. A lot of y'all
don't they be weird?
Yes.
They be like, girl.
Yes, and you hear the stories, you see the stories.
I'll be hearing the stories like, you know what the story, you know what I'm going to tell you when I learned the girls was kooky? When the girls will talk to one of your friends or one of your pieces of trade that you used to talk to, and they got to throw salt in the game. I can have anybody without putting no bitch down.
They're hungry.
Like, girl, you know she got fucked up work. Did she take her clothes off? Was she still padded?
Hungry.
Like, I've never understood stuff, and I heard. Like, seeing my girlfriends, like, girl, why would you do that to that girl? Oh, no, I just want to know if she took her pants off and stuff. You know, I never had to do that.
Dick hungry. I feel like if you get niggas, that would never be something you care about. Man, the way I recycle, like clockwork, like, it would never be me trying to do that to another girl because it's not that serious to me. Once I even find out that she messed with another girl, baby, you can go ahead and go about your business. I'm already over it. I already got what I got, had what I had. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Go ahead about your business. I done moved on to the next one. But some girls don't understand that it's always going to be another nigga. A lot of girls don't understand that. They all think it got to be that one. They see a big dick. They see a cute face. They see whatever. Whole time he a bum. And now you just ruining friendships like that because y'all just be so fucking dick hungry. That's why I'm like, that's another reason why I don't like the transcriptions, because they just so fucking dick hungry. Like, chill the fuck out. Or the ones that just do too much. Like, I don't know if it's just me.
It's not too many real ones left.
It's not. And
when I say real ones, I mean regular daddy. Like, you really feel like just a dope feed, like a hood bitch.
Yeah. I know for a fact that's all I can do.
A hood bitch.
I'm a hood bitch first, and then a transcription after.
This transcription.
But I'm a hood bitch first, and like when niggas talk to me, they be around me. That's what they get. They don't get trans from. They get hood bitch. Then by the time they come out, it's like I would have never. Cool. I would have never expected
like,
that.
Like, yeah, you so cool
down
to earth. That. All of my niggas that fuck with me is because I'm one of the homeboys.
Yeah,
that's how they. Yeah. Not like I'm just but I'm easy to talk to, real down to earth, real lady, funny, you're funny, play the game, play the video game, know about the sport.
As quiet as it's kept, a lot of men's soulmate are transsexuals. They just have already been raised to been taught like you shouldn't do that.
Upon,
But if it was not frowned upon. Way more men, of course, would be dating, obviously, transsexuals openly. And a lot of more men would be finding their soulmates because I don't even think people understand how much we be having in common with it. Like, because we all lived the same life. We was all little boys. We was all little 8-year-old boys. We was 10-year-old, 15, 16. We've got so much shit in common. Like, most of my niggas, we got so much shit in common. That's how we always got, like my niggas tell me this all the time, like,
Trey be gagging when I'm sitting there knowing about the sports.
Yeah,
like I'm sitting there able to play the video game. Like they be living for stuff like that.
They love that, like, because a lot of women just are not into those types. A lot of women, we grew up differently from women. Boys and girls grew up kind of like differently. So it's like when you can connect with somebody on those types of levels, it's just like wow.
I'll be noticing a lot of guys like the pretty. I'm not gonna say prettier, but the pretty girls, the prissy girls. That's not. That they're not hood, they're not after the pretty face, after the body and stuff. It's like Trey don't be, they disconnect because they just want to fuck at that point. Yeah, it's not really nothing there. Like Trey, like people that they can actually that makes them laugh. Yeah. That's funny. That can vibe. That and that's not a bad thing.
Think about it because as quiet as it's kept, I feel like the same thing applies to me. Like, I feel the same way. I like somebody like, I can fuck you once, but it's like, okay, what's going to keep me around? Like, can we laugh and joke? Can we eat this? If the vibe not there, Merry Christmas.
And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the prissy girls that's not from the hood and all of that. Nothing is wrong. Like, I'm just telling you, the ones that the guys that I come across, they tend to cling to me because I'm just like them.
Yeah.
Like, in a
Just like
sense.
them.
Thank you for coming on here.
Yeah,
I enjoyed you.
that phrase when they be like, niggas really love being around that little phrase that the people say, it's really some truth to that. Like, you really like having, like, guys have way more in common with guys than they would have with the girls that they talk about, and vice versa. Girls have way more in common in girls than the stuff they would have in with other guys. But girls can be around their girls as long as they want, however many days they want, and it's not looked at like suspicious. But if guys do it, oh, you gay,
yeah,
or something like that. Like that's just, I just think that's corny. And another thing that I feel like the trans don't do, I feel like we don't be challenging men's sexuality. Wait. I don't challenge men's sexuality.
No. You mean the transcriptions?
The transcriptions.
I don't. I think
I'm never telling you like you.
I'm gonna stay away from this.
I don't be like no, like when I say like telling a man like he says, I would never tell a man like
because he hanging around his homeboy.
Yeah, or because he got a nose ring or something like that. It's like oh no, bitch,
I'll never do that to
them. I don't do stuff like that.
I'll never do that.
That's another thing that.
Yeah, they do.
Like they can be their selves. Like they can be their selves when they mess with the transcriptions.
You know what? I never thought they could dye their hair without getting without damn, is my girl will think I'm gay or this and that. And my homegirls call me all the time and ask me the most random stuff. You think he gay because he did this like types of shit over me. I'd be like, girl. Bitch, I just seen something on Instagram just earlier today. The girl is going viral now because she was like, this nigga, I'm something. She was in the store and he ordered chicken nuggets. She said, "What grown man eat chicken nuggets?" Like I just thought that was the weirdest shit.
Yeah,
like girl, y'all got to cut that out.
Yeah, they like niggas can't have martinis or margaritas.
Yeah, girl, they be dragging it. Or is it for a nigga? What they say to sneeze? Is it when a nigga let his food cool down? Like, girl, what?
They just gave him a man to do anything. I would hate to be a heterosexual man.
Oh my god,
I'm so happy I like boys. Thank Jesus Christ, I like boys. I would be if I had to be a girl. If I like girls, I'd probably be in jail for putting ringing a bitch neck. Because the way the cunts like to play.
So all right, so this is how I typically close out my show.
I feel like we talk about a lot of different stuff.
Bitch, we almost two.
I know,
we
okay.
over 10.
I'm sorry.
We dragged.
We have another part.
No, we dragged. Yeah, because so listen. So is a ball in Houston in 2 weeks? The Southeast or something is in Houston. So I'm trying to put together a show with Lucy and 2 other girls, and these 2 other girls, we just called one. One always play a lot. So if it happen, it'll happen. If you can talk to your younger self. Like if all of the things that like people took you through, told you that you couldn't do, or just routes that you talk to your younger self. Give it to him.
I would say, Lucille, you are beautiful. You are deserving. You deserve everything that will come to you. Don't let these girls get in your head. Don't let them train you. Don't let them bully you. Stay to who you are. Stand on who you are. And look forward to a bright future. Because I think that with everything that I've been through and the evolution of Lucille May, I really feel like I ate it. I genuinely feel like I ate it. And I know that it can only just get better, get better as I continue to progress. If I do decide to, get surgery or just stuff that when I'm ready, whatever kids say, I don't feel like it just can only get better. But I just want myself to know that you are beautiful just the way you are, and you don't need a nose job, you don't need a chin, you don't need a lip, you don't need a forehead shave, you don't need none of these stuff that these girls are going to try to tell you that you need. Like, you are perfectly fine.
Okay, you ate that. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
And shout out to my mother, rest in peace, the iconic Cassandra Ebony. I do this for you. I really wish you could be here. It's not the same without you here. Forever my inspiration. Thank you for everything. I wish that the scene could have appreciated you just a little bit more.
No shade.
Just a little bit more. And shout out to my lovely ladies.
Cassandra. Go ahead, finish.
Shout out to my lovely ladies. They know who they are.
They know who they are. So listen, on the count of 3, let everybody know what show you are on right now. Luke Pot. 1, 2, 3.
Let's address it.
Wait, sit back in the chair. No, just sit back how you just was. Like how you was just. But you making me look like big drag. Like how you was slouched down.
I know how to shrink myself.
Yeah. Oh, let me see shrink. Like get little. Let me see get little. And I was. You look like a little ass girl. Wait,
yeah, I had to know how to
did
shrink
you just
myself.
say you knew how to shrink yourself?
Yes,
let me see shrink yourself one more time in real time.
You got to. Like,
wait, man.
Especially like you ever walked in and had to sit in the car with a bunch of niggas, like you gotta like just melt.
Wait, is this how you do it?
Just melt. So your shoulders over your leg cross. Alright, just like kind of like melt.
Just melt.
Yeah, you ever walk in around, bitch? We had to sit around a bunch of niggas and be like, oh my god.
No, I do the thing like when you take pictures of a fish and you put that leg out.
I just come and I just melt.
You just melt. How you melt? Can you teach me to melt?
I just did it.
Let me see. So you just. And you keep falling right back. Lucille!
Girl, I told y'all.
Wait, is it a technique? Is it something that you just become normal? Because I swear to God, though, she keep getting back in.
I'm just always sitting around the couches near
All right,
niggas.
let me see. Go ahead. Let me see. Sit here. Melt. Let me see. Hold on. This fucking girl.
No, I cannot.
All right, y'all. Oh.